Hey kids, Grandpa here. Hey, I'm making this video in response to a question that was asked during my live stream last Sunday. One of the viewers, and pardon me while I'm driving while I'm doing this. I'm in heavy traffic though because there's construction up here, so I'm safe. One of the viewers had a question about the freedom of buying a sailboat and going sailing and going cruising, and how by creating a YouTube channel and making content with cameras like this, how that sort of detracts from that and sort of ruins that freedom. And so I just wanted to, man, those are dirty. I just wanted to address that briefly and give you my perspective on it. It all depends on your attitude. The difference between an ordeal and an adventure is attitude and your perspective. I record my videos to create a record so that my grandchildren and heirs beyond them can find out a little bit about who I am, what I was like, what was important to me, what my values were, depending on the case. And that's why I make these videos. So to me, I do not find having the camera with me and on me to be offensive. I could see where that happens, however. While I was doing our show Travelers in Paradise, which was a TV show that we had aired on Versus Network, what's now NBC Sports, we did weekly half-hour television shows called Travelers in Paradise about a family sailing around the world, you know, the same basic concept. But, you know, big budget, big dollar, unsustainable nonsense. But in any event, I digress. In making that show, I found having to take specifically while scuba diving, I found having to take the dive camera with me really interrupted my pleasure, my joy of scuba diving and seeing what I was seeing under the water. I did not like schlepping the big camera around with me because it detracted from what I was doing. That said, I don't have that feeling, I don't believe anymore. I was not making videos then to create a record for my grandkids. I was making videos then to create a television show for the chinks, for the profit. Which there weren't any. But I digress. There are a number of people who are out filming YouTube channels. Specifically, they're doing a YouTube channel for no other purpose than to be able to be in a sailboat sailing around the world and get paid to do that. I think for those individuals, they're probably going to find the camera to be a huge PIA, if you catch the drift of the acronym. There are some channels that, you know, all these guys want to do is, you know, a lot of drunken debauchery and making videos about that, and seems to be a popular way of going about it. Gonna get on gravel here, so it might get a little bumpy. So yes, I do think that for some people, if your intent is to go sailing and taking a camera to videotape it and to document it for the purposes of a YouTube channel for income, yes, taking the cameras does detract from the experience, the freedom of having gone sailing. It all depends on your attitude and what your motivation is. That should, there we go, now we're back on pavement, should be smoother here on. That should make the difference for you. And so it's an individualistic kind of thing. If you are a, you know, type A personality and, you know, you think the world begins and ends with you, much like I do, then, you know, you're seeing that camera as the ability of being able to, you know, to show off and whatever. And, yeah, it really, that's not where what I'm about. I'm about creating a record for my kids. I'm about documenting what I'm doing as a means of motivating people to care about the world's oceans, to to be exposed to them. Jacques Cousteau once said that people only protect what they love. The problem with the ocean is you can't see it. Oh, sure, you can look out over the surface, but you're only looking out over the surface. You're not looking under the water and seeing what's there that is being destroyed due to small decisions that you make in your life, like whether or not you buy something in a plastic bottle, or when you go to the grocery store, you get plastic bags instead of bringing your own. Those little tiny decisions that you make in your life make a big impact, huge impact actually, in our world's oceans and all of the coastlines and creatures they're under. So anyhow, keep that in mind, give that some perspective. Yes, it detracts, but it's only a matter of your attitude and where you're coming from. If you've got the right attitude and the right reason why you're doing your videos, it shouldn't detract from it at all. So I guess I'll end this here. So I guess that's kind of answering that question. I will have some more stuff coming up pretty soon. Big exciting times up here in Alaska around the farm. And we'll get into more of that during the next live stream. So talk to you guys later. Bye.